Bad things, fine as hell, thick as fuck. Oh my god, that's my baby, mighty fine.
Hi guys. Hey guys. You may be wondering, Mariah, do you change clothes? The answer is no. I'm wearing the same exact outfit because in the week that has passed, I've not showered, changed, or in fact moved from the spot. I just changed the angle. So anyways, today we're going to be doing a get to know me YouTube tag Q&A. So yeah. Question number 1. What is your middle name? Why did I just draw a blank? It's Anne. Share your favorite subject in high school. You know, I'm a big history geek, but only if it has to do with World War II. So I'm going to go on and say biology. I loved it. I used to buy college level textbooks to read them for fun. My biology teacher was hot. Yeah, it was biology. What is your favorite drink? Water. Well, I have a glass of strawberry milk every night before I go to bed. Does that count? What is your favorite song at the moment? Oh my gosh. Becky, look at her butt. Did I really just... You know, my girl KP has a song out right now called Chain to the Rhythm. Super cute, super involved in politics. I love the meaning behind it. I would have to say Rise Up by Andra Day, By Your Side by the 1975, or The Bad Days by David Ramirez, which I've listened to that song a lot in the last few months because I really, really like it. But it's not gotten old on me, so... Also, Slow It Down by the Lumineers, and Illusionist by Amanda Jensen is on this show called Welcome to Sweden, and I really love that show, and her voice is awesome. And you know I love Swedish girls, so that was the longest answer. What would you name your children? Well, my whole life I've always said Olivia for a girl, but now we have an Olivia in the family, so I can't really do that. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to wait and see. Have you ever participated in any sports? I was on the Red Rangers Little League Baseball T-ball team, and my dad used to tell me I would shake my butt before I hit the ball. I played basketball. I always begged to play football, but, you know, girls can't play football. That wasn't a thing when I was growing up, so I wasn't allowed to do that. I was on my middle school swim team for like 2 minutes. What is your favorite book? Ooh, that's a tough one. I love reading, okay? Right now, obviously, Netflix is coming out with the 13 Reasons Why, so I've read that probably like 3 times lately. Whenever I came out, it was not to a lot of people at first, but somebody I was good friends with, her name was Yaxon, and she actually went with me to my first Pride Parade. But I didn't tell a lot of people because I was just coming to terms with it myself, and the only other person that knew was, at the time, my friend Lydia, who passed away, but Yaxon gave me this book. It was called Keeping You a Secret, and she wrote on the inside of the book that that I am loved for who I am and I always will be, basically, and I still have that book, and every time I see a copy of it, I buy it, because it means a lot to me. So for anybody who's trying to come to terms with who they think they are, who they want to be, it's kind of cheesy, but it's a pretty good book in my eyes. So it's not super poetic or anything, but it's definitely a good book. I enjoy it, and I read it all the time. Whenever I don't have a book in mind that I want to read, I just go for that. I read Milk and Honey. I read Girl Interrupted in the last like few weeks. What's my favorite color? Blue, of course. I love blue. Um, I used to purposely choose things if they were blue. Like, if there was one thing that was pink and one thing that was blue, but the pink thing tasted 20 times better and the blue thing was disgusting, I'd still get the blue thing just because it was blue. Like cotton candy. Pink cotton candy tastes way better, but fuck it. Let's go with the blue one. Actually, that's funny. I bought this beer for the first time ever because it's blue. What is my favorite animal? Hippos. Hippos. It is hippos. Have you ever watched a video of a hippo eating a watermelon? If you haven't, do it. You will not regret it. Also, otters are really fucking cute. Yeah. My favorite perfume. Well, the one my girlfriend wears. I really like the Royal Revolution by Katy Perry. Call me a fangirl, always giving Katy shoutouts, but it actually does smell really good to me. So, yeah, I really like that one. What is my favorite holiday? Well, last year it was Easter. I don't really know if I have a favorite holiday. Maybe Pride Month, because I get to be extra gay almost. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your childhood. Pass. Have you been out of the country? Fuck yeah! What's it for Katy Perry? Fuck yeah! Do you speak any different languages? You know, that's a funny question because I've been learning Swedish for 2 years and it's freaking hard. And I took Spanish for almost 6 years. 5 of those years was Spanish 1. My last year was Spanish 2, and then I decided to call it quits because I wasn't getting anywhere. And all I can do is ask to use the bathroom. That's a lie. You know what? There was a girl I went to school with named Tristan, and every single morning we had these Estampia warm-ups with Miss Thacker, and we had to have a conversation with someone to get our weekly stamps. So every single morning, raise your hand. Oye, Tristan, ¿qué hiciste anoche? And then she'd be like, ¿qué hiciste la tarea en la clase de español or something like that, you know, just completely bullshitting it. So, I can ask to use the bathroom, and I can ask someone what they did last night and tell them that I did homework. Do you have any siblings? 4. 2-step, 2 related. What is your favorite store? Ooh! Top Man. I don't know if you guys know this, but when I get older, I guess not when I get older now, I'm 22, but I want to be an androgynous model. Kind of like Erica Linder, you know, she's super awesome, but one of my biggest things is I want to be the first androgynous model for Top Man, and I also love H&M because those button-ups, bro, it's like Top Man, but cheaper. Also, it's a Swedish company, so that's always lit. Do I have a favorite restaurant? BJ's. I love their I love their flatbread California pizza, the one with the avocados and shit on it, and they serve it with a salad. Fuck me up. I love food. Did you like school? Fuck no. That question just stressed me out. Okay. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Boy, Shane Dawson. Are you freaking kidding me? What? Are you kidding me? And Miranda Sings, obviously. Hopefully you got that reference. Rose and Rosie, because goals. The fuck? I'm gonna be sad here for a minute. Kaylin and Lucy, and Shannon and Cammy. Anyways, used to watch Jelly and Day a lot, but whenever I started working, I kind of fell behind on keeping up with all these YouTubers, so I haven't really gotten to keep up with them. But I do know they moved to Colorado and they like smoke weed now or something. I don't know. I watch some Swedish YouTubers, but I'm not good at pronouncing their name, so I'm not gonna talk about them. What is my favorite movie? Ooh, I really like Tombstone. I really like the John Wayne version of The Alamo. I really like 500 Days of Summer. We Were Soldiers. Um, Cars. I love Cars. I have a Cars tattoo. Yes, like Pixar, Ka-Chow, Lightning McQueen. I love Cars. I have a blanket right here with Lightning McQueen on it. I love Cars. That didn't work. And Mamma Mia. So, PC or Mac? Well, this is my first computer ever, and it's a Mac, so guess I'm gonna have to say PC. Just kidding. I didn't mean that, Apple, if you're watching. Also, side note, I love conspiracy theories. Yeah, so we'll be talking about some of those at some point. What phone do I have? Let me show you. Boy, an iPhone. How tall am I? 6 foot. And let me tell you about being 6 foot. I went dress shopping for my dad's wedding. I never wear dresses. I always wear suits. The last time I wore a dress was my high school graduation. Okay? Okay. So I was like, maybe we've grown past the whole insecure about my body when I dress feminine type thing. Because if I dress feminine, it's tight jeans and like a crop top. It's not a dress. So I was like, let's go dress shopping. I went to Lock and Terror Mall, and I went to Target the night before that, and I tried on roughly 12 or 13 different dresses. I got pissed because all of them, they looked good, but they were so short. And that's another thing. I came out of the dressing room at Urban Outfitters because, it's a unisex thing, and some guy looks at his girlfriend and then looks at me and goes, "What is that?" If I was a boy, I would be a cute boy. But I've come to terms with the fact that the dress isn't too short. My legs are just freaking long. So, yeah, I'm 6 foot. Do you have any pets? Yes. Teddy is my mom's dog, but I love him with all my heart. Charlie's my sister's dog, but I also love him with all my heart. And then the dog that lives here where I live, her name is No Black Bam. So yeah. That's it for today. It's not. That's all for the questions. Before we go, I want to talk about something. There's a bathroom bill proposal in the Texas legislature that could require transgender Texans to use the restroom, which corresponds to the gender on their birth certificate. If somebody tells you they are a boy, then they are a boy. If someone tells you they are a girl, then guess what? They're a girl. Their gender that they say they are, that's what they are. Okay? People are just trying to live their lives and be happy. To get involved, to get educated. I know that I am not the most educated person on anything in politics, but I'm learning. Trans men look like men because that's what they are. And if these people pass this bill, they're gonna be shook as fuck when a grown man with a full ass beard walks into the women's restroom because that's what they wanted. It's not right. It's not about bathrooms. These people are just trying to live their lives, and this is a waste of money. This is a waste of time, and there's no reason that this bill should ever be passed. So the trans community could use all the voices in support for them, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.